How are you? How have you been on a daily basis? So for the past one day, we've actually not streamed, and I really missed you big time. So we are back. How have you been? How's the going? So welcome to our YouTube channel. Remember, this channel actually belongs to you and I. So I'm really happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here as well. So friend, it has been a long day, but we thank the Almighty that we are here, healthy and safe. So it's actually very unfortunate that there are people that we've lost. Yeah, my country has been experiencing rains for the past almost a week, and it has been terrible. So we've lost more than, actually, is it 40? For some families, and those that have lost their loved ones, we really pray. We are praying for you. Actually, everything is gonna be right. So kindly take heart, be strong, especially during these hard times. You will overcome it. Yeah, so friend, I know how hard it is to lose a loved one. Maybe somebody woke up, and so there is a child, a very small child who was actually swept away by floods with a mother. Child, he couldn't make it. He was very young, so he's actually missing, and his body has not yet been retrieved. So it's really very painful, but I pray and hope that the family will find the child, and also the mother is actually in the hospital. So friend, if maybe you are in a position at least to offer help for such people, kindly, this is the time. Yeah, also friend, if you are joining the stream, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So for those who've lost their loved ones, we are praying for you. Actually, these are very difficult times, especially now that it has actually been raining for the past. Hello to Moving Wheels. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, Moving Wheels. Thank you once again. So friend, there are families that have actually lost their loved ones during these very difficult times. So we are praying for you. Also friend, if you're joining the stream and maybe you've not subscribed, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So normally we come here and then we give bizarre stories, but today we are really going to dedicate this day for those who have actually lost their loved ones. Yeah, in Kenya. Actually, we're talking of Kenya. Kenya has experienced so very heavy floods for the past a week plus. Thank you for those who are coming in, and we will really appreciate so much if you support us by subscribing. We will be very, very grateful. Moving Wheels, you're saying, I'm new here watching from Machakos. I'm a YouTuber too. Keep up the good work. You have my support. Lots of rains here too. Oh, Moving Wheels, I really appreciate Machakos. Yeah, a great county. Macha. In Kenya, we normally call it in short Macha. So thank you very much for the comment. I really appreciate. Yeah, okay. So Moving Wheels, you've said you're a YouTuber as well. So what you'll do is you'll immediately subscribe to my channel. I believe your channel is not hidden. So immediately subscribe. I'll also support you by subscribing. I'll do that immediately after this stream. So I can see Tia Tia said hello. Hello to Tia. Welcome. Feel at home, Tia. Also, kindly, Tia, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. And also, friend, if maybe this is your first time to be here, thank you, Moving Wheels. Tia, you're saying I have subscribed. Thank you very much, Tia. So, friend, maybe if this is your first time here, my name is Ino Mark 29. I come from Kenya, and really, someone's I small. You're saying hello, sir. Hello, too small. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I can see somebody known as Stars. So much. Tia, you're saying okay, I'm from Kenya. Amazing, Tia. So friend, if you're joining us maybe for the first time, you can say hello to us, and then you can tell us where you come from. I survived the floods. Amazing. Smalls. Yeah, the floods are really causing a lot of pain actually in our country. Stars for Abigail, you're saying hi to Abigail. Also, kindly, Abigail, support us by subscribing. Yeah, so you're saying the rains were wild. Yeah, you see, actually the most places that were really affected was in the capital city, that is Nairobi, and then there is Nyanza region. Yeah, those were the really areas that got intense floods. Yeah, Smalls, you're saying poor drainage systems, and then CBD. Yeah, Stars for Abigail, you're saying CBD. CBD was actually in chaos. I saw like very many cars were swept away by the floods. Yeah, Tia, you're saying interesting. Yeah, maybe friends. Actually, this is actually the time that we are supposed to at least check on each other. Like maybe and then PHPLS, you're saying roses are red. My dad removed my door. Now aging like playing. I really do not understand that. The area that you're coming from. So friend, but good thing there is no El Nino. Yeah, that is from Stars for Abigail. You're saying there is no El Nino. You see, there is somebody this morning, somebody told me, Tia, you're saying you're so kind. Thank you very much, Tia. So not actually this morning, yesterday somebody told me, like after we experienced so like lots of floods after the big rains, and then it happens that maybe it has swept people, it has killed people, it tends to slow down. Maria Elasal, hi my friend. Hi to Maria. Welcome. It has been, is it 2 days or 3 days actually since the last time we spoke? I'm very happy to see you here. And then Smalls, you're saying the rain is not the problem, but our poor infrastructure and our governments. So friend, maybe for those who are, let's now assume maybe this is for those who are in Kenya, that is. So what do you think, where do you think the problem is? Because I was watching news with some people, and then someone said, someone was crying actually to the government, saying, please government, come in and help us. And then some people were like, it was on news actually. There was a certain lady was saying, please, our MPs, our governors, please come and help us. And then somebody spoke from a side like, do you expect the governor or your MP to stop the rain? Like, you see, in such cases or in such scenarios, we cry to the people that help in a problem. They are the first people that you'll run to. Maria Elasa, you're asking what happened. Yeah, Maria Lasal, the thing is, my country, Kenya, we've been experiencing some heavy rain for the past almost a week now, if not a week plus. So the thing is, the rains have really killed more than 40 people. My sister Nancy Marks is saying, congratulations, bro, for the 1,000 subscribers, now road to 5k subscribers. Thank you very much, sis Nancy, for that. Also my sister, that is my sister, blood sister, Nancy Maxi. So kindly, friends, she's also a YouTuber. You can also support her by subscribing to our channel, and we will really appreciate so much. So last maybe a week, almost a week, so we've actually lost a lot of people, like 40 plus people. So those are too many people. And then my question is, where do you think the problem is? Like, okay, for you, Maria, maybe you might not know what is happening here, but at times maybe even your contribution will be highly appreciated. Stars for Abigail, you're saying hi to Abigail. And then we have Smalls, you're saying after the last night's floods, I was expecting the government to unclog sewages. Right now, actually, as we are speaking, the governor of Nairobi County, His Excellency Johnson Sakaja, is actually being interviewed in a certain media house. And the reason as to I'm not watching is because, you see, the governor is actually coming out when the disasters actually costed lives. You see, the governor could have at least come out maybe earlier on and say, you see, when rains are coming, obviously the weatherman always tells the people that in this and this month we are going to experience this and this. Areg Muradian, this. Thank you, Areg, for stopping by. Stargirl for Abigail, hello. So the governor is now, this is now the time that the governor is coming out and saying ABCD. You see, the governor's hard regime, we used to have things like kazi kwa vijana. Kazi kwa vijana used to involve the youth doing the unblocking of those what do we call them, the caravans, those things. Johan Godfrey, you're saying, are you on weed? No, I'm very sober, Johan. I'm very sober. So the thing is, what I was saying is, during the former regime, we used to have what we called kazi kwa vijana. Kazi kwa vijana used to like employ the youths on a certain contract, and then the youths used to like clean the cities, the like do the unblocking. So we really we did experience heavy rains, but the number of people that we've lost during this time is really high. And then we have Mariam, you're saying, I'm going to continue studying. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye to Mariam. Study hard, Dr. Mariam, that is. Yeah, we really... Yeah. So the thing is, friend, my question is actually, what do you think is the problem that maybe our city, Nairobi, is like? What is the problem with our city? Malala Boys in. Hi to Malala Boys. Thank you for stopping by, and also we will appreciate so much if you support us by subscribing, and also everyone actually in the stream, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Malala Boys in, you're saying, can we be friends? No problem, Malala Boys. Yeah, I'll really appreciate that. Welcome, my new friend, and also everybody involved. So thank you for stopping by, and maybe you've not such your friend Malala Boys in. Today we decided, like we normally do the streams on a daily basis, and then the streams are always like talking about weird stories. Mariam Elasalia saying, hey, so friend, that really sorry to the families. Malala Boys, you're saying, can you tell us a story, my friend? Malala Boys were actually talking about floods. Yeah, maybe if you come from Kenya, then maybe you know about this. Like Mariam is saying the network is poor. Mine or yours? Kindly, is it my network or your network, Mariam? So Malala Boys, what we were talking about is my country. If maybe you're coming from Kenya, then you understand this, that Kenya, Mariam, you're saying you do not know. Okay, maybe it might be mine. You see, we really have no idea where the problem is. So what we are saying is Malala Boys in Kenya for the past a week plus, if not a week, we've been experiencing heavy rainfall. So the rainfall has actually costed lives. Like more than 40 people have actually died. Okay, some are missing, and the thing is we like, can I say we assume or we presume that they might be dead. Sorry for the families. So today we decided, like, today we are going to actually like dedicate today to those people that we've lost. Yeah, so I believe that the families are actually going through a very difficult time, which is not easy for anyone. Actually, losing a loved one, be it young or old, is really hard. Very, very hard. Malala Boys, you're saying, please show me your room. This is actually my entire room, Malala Boys. This is my entire room. Like the way you see me seated here, my bed is here. You can see behind there, that is a bed. So this is my entire room. And then we have a dad, Elda Ebenezer. You're saying the guy looks like Ebenezer. Kindly support us by subscribing, and I'll go to look for that Odumodu. Then Yochi, you're saying bra. Hello to Yochi. Support us by subscribing, bra. And then we have my brother. I feel sad to hear this. Did the rains cause people to die? Oh, that is Mariam asking, did the rains cause death? Yes, actually, Mariam, the rains caused like more than 40 people actually. Yeah, they've died from these rains. So it's not easy. Although right now as we are speaking, the rains are seem like they've stopped, though we do not really know for I'm not employing, but they are putting people to at least unblock the drainages so that it can be easy for the water to flow. And then they need like billions of shillings to unblock and then to maybe make them bigger drainages. Malala Boys, you're saying you want me to sing. Wayne, you're saying Woza Wayne, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. So friend, if maybe you're joining right now the stream, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So friend, how are you? Today is not actually about you. Today's was supposed to be dedicated to the people that we've lost, but I cannot really miss to greet you and maybe know how you're doing. Mariam is saying, I hope things improve, my brother, and that this rain stop our country so much. And then we begin crying to God like, oh God, please bring rain. We go to God and tell him, God, please stop the rains. So it's actually in human nature, let me say that. Mariam is saying, I want to ask you a slightly strange question. Mariam, please go ahead. Ask me the question. I'm here to answer you. Anybody, if anybody around has a question and you want to ask the question, kindly feel free, ask the question. Do not, there's nothing actually to fear. So bring the question. Also, friends or friend, how have you been? It has been Mariam, you're saying, are you a monk? No, Mariam, I'm not a monk. I'm not a monk, Mariam. A hard week. So actually yesterday we never streamed. So but today here we are, very ready to stream. So we've been around for the past actually 24 minutes. Oh, Mariam, you're asking why live alone? Wow, Mariam, that is a tricky question. Why live alone? Okay, you see, Mariam, in a man's life, now I'm talking about myself. Why live alone? So that I'm supposed to answer that. I'm not really jumping that. I have to answer that. So the thing is, right now, according to my age, I'm actually 30 years old. So right now, I'm supposed to be maybe to have a wife and maybe a kid. But I thought about it and then I told myself that Mariam is asking, where are your parents? My parents are actually around. They are around. So, as I said earlier on, Mariam, right now I'm supposed to have a wife and a kid. But the reason as to I have not yet done that is because I believe that before you bring a wife, your life is supposed to be in order for a man. Like when you bring a wife, you're supposed to be, at least you've done everything, like you're ready. So you do not bring a wife and then maybe at times there's no food to eat in the house. So she goes angry. At times maybe you do not even have money to buy soap, so she needs to wash her clothes and maybe the kids' clothes. And then maybe at times you're supposed to buy diapers for your child and then you have no money. So this is when I'll now bring, let's say, a wife. Or maybe this is not the exact question that you were asking, Mariam. Did I answer you, or maybe I answered wrongly? You see, at times there is a time that you can give. Did I answer you correctly, or maybe I failed the question? That is to Mariam. Also, friend, if you are joining us, kindly supporting from I'm in Kenya, the East Africa. So Mariam, today I'm really surprised, like you are typing in not like the other day, Mariam. Yeah, the other day I really had it hard to read your message, your comments. Also, friend, if you're joining us, you can type. Yeah, you can type, as long as we communicate, right? So that is the important thing. And also kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. I can see some thumbs up there, about 9. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. So Mariam is saying, do you see my comment in Arabic or English? Yeah, Mariam, on there is a phone that I'm using over here. Your comments are in Arabic. Okay, maybe you cannot really see clearly. They're in Arabic, but on this other phone here that I'm streaming with, they are in English. So maybe, friend, if you are joining us, do not really be afraid of commenting. Like, yeah, like maybe if you comment in English, maybe I might not see it. I can actually see it. So also kindly support us by subscribing, and also tell us where you are. Represent your country actually. If you are in Kenya, represent Kenya. If you are in Nigeria, my brothers from Nigeria, we have friends in Nigeria. Yeah, I did write some time back. I did write, let me try to find it. I wrote names of countries where we have people that stream, that join our streams. Yeah, some time back. Let me try to fetch it or find Mystic, and everything will be all right. Thank you very much, Mariam. Amazing. I'm actually very sure, Mariam, that maybe has no stable income. Yeah, I'm very sure you, like Mariam, yeah, I've actually found the list of the countries where people stream. It will be really tricky for you maybe to accept to get married to a man who does not really have a stable income. Yeah, like you do not know what you're going to eat tomorrow for breakfast, or maybe tomorrow lunch, or maybe tomorrow night. Like, you are in the house and also your man is in the house, so that is really tricky. Yeah, so every lady actually wants a secure future. You cannot want to maybe get married to or settle with a man that has no plans, like, yeah. So I'm reading the 10 countries that people doing our streams from. So maybe if you do not hear your country, you can mention it on the comment section. So number 1 is Kenya, where we are currently. So that is my country. And then we have Uzbekistan. I believe I'm saying it correctly. Uzbekistan. And then we have Philippines. So Filipinos in the house, hello. Uzbekistanians in the house, hello. Kenyans in the house, say hello. And then we have India, number 4. Number 5 is Kazakhstan. I believe I'm saying it correctly. And then we have Indonesia, number 6. Number 7 comes Brazil. Number 8 comes KYRGYAN. How do you say this? Kyrgyzstan. Mariam, you're saying, my brother, all young people go through this transition period. It's a time of self-reliance and earning an income. Don't worry, it's just a phase and it will pass. The time will come when you can earn an income. Don't worry, everyone goes through these circumstances. Thank you very much, Mariam. Mariam, you told me you are 18 or 21, and you're like saying it like somebody who's over 30 years old. So where did you get all this wisdom from, Mariam? You're very young. That is to you, Mariam. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're a great friend actually. So maybe, friend, if I skipped or if I never mentioned your country, the other day I actually said the neighboring country, Tanzania. We've really never had a Tanzanian in the house. Kaka zetu wa Tanzania, hamjambo. Those are greetings in Swahili. Like I said, hello to our brothers in Tanzania. Yeah, I believe the Uganda, you guys speak in English, right? And you are, I do not really know the other language, but Ugandans speak English, Tanzanians speak Swahili, similar to we Kenyans. And then Mariam, you're saying, because that happened to my brother. He's an engineer, but he couldn't find a job and didn't have enough income to get married. Yeah, actually, this is what I was talking about, Mariam. Like, you cannot really jump into marriage and then you have nothing to give your wife. You can even, that marriage can even actually cannot last, really. Very few last. Like, money, financial, they call it financial muscle. Yeah. There's a day someone was telling another person that, Mariam, you're saying this requires time and work. Absolutely. Mariam, you see, you're really talking or speaking like somebody who is really over 30 years old. And I'm really wondering, like, where are you getting all this wisdom from? You're too bright for your age, Mariam. Too bright. So what I was saying is, I had somebody advising someone, like, even if you have no money, you can bring a wife. And then God will open doors for you. And I was really wondering, like, what are you going to feed this woman, this new wife? Of course, you need money to buy food. You need money to pay rent. You need money to even move around. Yeah, you actually have, maybe if she makes her hair, you have to provide the money for her to make her. So where are you going to get money to do all this? Like, I'm marrying and then God will plan for about the rest. That is a bad idea. Yeah, let nobody lie to you about that. Never ever. So I believe I've read countries where we have, also I'm forgetting. Yeah, we have, Mariam, I forgot your country, Egypt. Egypt is on the list. Mariam, you always represent. Yeah, Mariam, I believe I believe when people join the stream and then they see you typing in Arabic, they're like, what? Yeah. You see, the last person to type was Wayne. He said Woza, and then he disappeared. Yeah, so this is a conversation between Dr. Mariam and I. Amazing. So friend, like I said earlier on, like, we've really lost a lot of people to those floods. But my prayer is that we do not really get to experience such a thing. Like, let's not lose people to floods anymore. So, like, now it's actually, it's supposed to be somebody known as Kizito Nduku. Hello, Kizito. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by, Kizito, and also kindly, Kizito, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So let this actually be like a wake-up call to the government and our leaders in such a way that this should never happen in the future. Let them, like, put aside the needed money, like the money they need to at least work on that, and then we do not really lose people to floods anymore. Like, let floods be the last thing to kill our people. And then Mariam is saying, I'm born. You said you're the youngest in your family, so you're the last born. Yeah, you see, and so we have a last born who's really, can I say lazy? Okay, maybe I hope she's not watching this, and I hope she'll not watch it. So from also from my experience, Mariam, is so are you lazy as well? Like she has two plates, goes and sits down somewhere, and then she's like, I'm really tired, I cannot finish this. She cleans the house, maybe one room, and then she comes and sits down and tells you like, I'm really tired, I'll rest a little and then I'll go back to cleaning. Like most last borns, they are, I'm not saying all, but they are lazy. So Mariam, are you lazy as well? Are you hardworking? We have somebody known as Neo Mavuso. Mr. Neo Mavuso, you're back. You're saying Mr. Potato Head. Welcome back, Neo Mavuso. Neo Mavuso, did you actually subscribe the last time that we met? I mean, the last time that you were here. Yeah, you called me Potato Head and then you disappeared. So did you subscribe? If you did not, kindly support us by subscribing. Mariam, you're saying, who is this? Are you talking about your little sisters or what? Yeah, my little sister. Yeah, like, do you wash only one plate and then you go away? Neo Mavuso, you're saying I have already subscribed. Thank you very much, Mavuso. Mavuso, also, where do you come from actually? I've really never asked you that. Like, where do you come from? That is if you don't mind. But if you mind as well, you do not really need to answer that. So, Mariam was saying, yes, I work hard on my studies, but honestly, I'm not very active when it comes to cleaning. I clean, but not much. You see, that is what I was talking about, Mariam. Lastborns are really not very active when it comes to judging you, because I know it. I understand. So Mavuso, you're saying beyond the ice walls of Antarctica, Gemenia. So you're coming from Gemenia. It's Toka Blossom. You're saying, hey, I like your shirt. Thank you very much. It's Toka. Also, it's Toka. Kindly, friend, support us by subscribing, and we will really be very grateful. And then Mariam, you're saying, I'm active when it comes to playing and studying, but not when it comes to cleaning. Yeah, I understand that. Mariam, trust me, I understand that. Especially now that, now that you said you're the last born, I understand that. And then Mavuso, you're saying, where are you from? Now let me generalize it. I come from Kenya. Kenya is a country in Africa, and it's located in the East Africa. So friend, if also you're joining us, kindly you can comment over there, and then you can support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. And then we have Mariam, you're saying, do you know why? That is a question. Do you know why? And then you're saying, because I have two bigger sisters who are responsible for cleaning. So for me, cleaning, doing it like you are cleaning. You see, when time comes, when you'll get, obviously you'll not stay in your parents' house for the rest of your life. So a time will come when you'll move out. So the thing is, you've already been prepared. So when you'll move out, by moving out, I mean, you'll get married. You go and get married, and then you have your own house. So if maybe you never knew how to clean from your place, and then when you go to your husband's house and you never knew how to clean, it will be messy, trust me. So the good thing is your parents have, at least, and your siblings have made sure that you know how to do the basics. So that is enough. Yeah, Mariam, you're saying I'm telling you the truth. I'm not like opposing it, Mariam. Yeah, I'm not opposing it. I'm also very grateful that you took your time to share that with us. Yeah, it's not really easy for somebody to open up and tell you that, like, you see, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, this is great. So you're saying, no, don't worry, I'm good at cleaning, but only when I'm alone. As long as my brothers are around, it's fine. Nice one. So Mavuso, you're saying living with your parents, it's for free, but you pay with your mental health. Mavuso, I do not really believe that. Mental health, how? Mavuso, kindly elaborate or maybe share more about that, Mavuso. So I believe that living with your parents, you see, there is a time actually when you hit rock bottom. Maybe let's say you were, obviously everybody, when we grow up, we grow with our parents in our parents' house. So after maybe completing your education, kindly friend, if maybe you're watching us or maybe you're joining us right now, support us by subscribing and we will really appreciate so much. So the thing is, after high school, or maybe after you are done with your studies, obviously you'll move out of your parents' house, and then that is maybe after you are employed, you'll move out maybe from your parents' house, and then you might get to a point whereby after moving out, maybe you have got a job somewhere and then you've worked there, let's assume maybe for some years, and then all of a sudden your job ends, like maybe you get fired, let's assume that. After you get fired, and then you have nobody, like you have no source of income. Remember, you have to pay rent for your house, you have to eat, bills you have to pay. So where will you go to? Obviously you'll be forced to come back to your parents' house. Mariam, you're saying living with one's parents, it's the greatest blessings. Yeah, that is from Mariam. I also believe that, Mariam. And then Mavuso, you're saying they will be blaming you for everything and even take off their stress on you. That's what force most to move out. Yeah, also that is true to some extent, Mavuso. Like your parent can actually come home and then he or she is very frustrated, and from out there, and maybe you are the only like younger person in the house. So there is maybe you now let's assume it's your father. Maybe he cannot put his frustrations on your mother. No, now he'll put the frustrations on you. Maybe he'll like shout at you, maybe insult you, because he's coming from maybe somewhere where somebody also like angered him, and then he'll bring the anger to you. Also, friend, if you're joining us right now and maybe you've not subscribed, we will appreciate so much if you support us by subscribing. Thank you very much. And then we have Mariam. Mariam is saying, but no matter what they do, parents will always want what's best for us, and we must bear with them as they have borne with us all the time. So I believe Mariam is saying like our parents, obviously, parents normally they normally want like what's best for their children. Yeah, though now this to Mariam at times their parents who actually like they put their own interests before their children. Somebody known as let me see your name. You're known as Lifty Odefosa. Am I saying your name correct? Lifty Odefosa. You're saying hello. Hello to Lifty. Kindly Lifty. Thank you for stopping by, and we will really appreciate so much if you support us by subscribing. Your name is Lifted. All right, Lifted. You see, the thing is, this a YouTube thing, it actually like joins the words, so the letters, so it's really hard to know where to. And so thank you for saying your name is Lifted. So Lifted, and then where you Lifted? Oh, Efosa, Lifted Efosa. Thank you. So support us by subscribing, Lifters. So, and then we have Mariam is saying, honestly, my father did so much for me, and it's impossible for me to ever wrong them, even if they were the last day of my life. Yeah. And also there is I do not really know if maybe you've ever realized that fathers, the way fathers treat girls, is very different from how fathers treat boys, especially when they are very young. You see, when a girl is very young, Lifted, you're saying ha ha ha, yes, sus, and then you're the best, yes, okay. Hello to Lifted. I've not really forgotten you. Yeah, I'm very happy you're actually around, Lifted. Thank you for joining this stream. Yeah. So what I was saying, friend, is about fathers and daughters is when a girl child is very young, the father treats her like an egg, actually. Very, very careful, especially when they are playing. The father is really very careful not to. I do not really know why he's too careful, but fathers are really extra cautious when they are playing with girl children, like a girl child. But when the father is playing with a boy, that is his son, it's not really similar to how they treat them compared to how they treat girls. So it's really different. And also, Lifted, you're saying bye. I'm going to subscribe by Mark. Oh, thank you, Lifted. Yeah, kindly subscribe, and thank you for stopping by. You're saying Lifted, you're saying I love you. I love you too, Lifted. Thank you for stopping by. So what I was saying, friend, is fathers are really very cautious when they are joking around or playing with a child who is a girl, compared to when they are playing with a girl, a child who is a boy. They are not really that cautious. So Mariam is saying, I don't mean just my father, but my mother too. Yes, honestly, fathers love girls more and mothers love boys more. That is a fact. Yeah, obviously, that is a fact. Like it's normally like the mother normally fancies the boy child, and then the father fancies. Is fancy the right name, the right term to use here? Like the relationship with between a mother and the child who is a boy is not similar to the relationship the mother will have with her child who is a girl. Similar to the relationship a father has with the daughter is not similar to the relationship we will have with the son. So they're very different, very different. So Lifted, you're saying hi to Lifted. So you're still around, Lifted. Have you subscribed? You told me you were going to subscribe. So did you subscribe, Lifted? Lifted, actually, where do you come from? Thank you. You said yes, you subscribed. So Lifted, where do you come from? Yeah, I always ask my subscribers to share maybe their where they come from, and then whenever maybe I'm giving a shout out, I'll include you in that. So if that is optional, actually, if you want to say where you are, it's okay. If maybe you do not want, it's fine. Lifted, you're saying my parents, I'm from Nigeria, or your parents come from Nigeria but you are in Spain. Amazing, Lifted. That is great. So Nigeria is actually in Africa. Yeah, so we share the continent. So you're from the Mama Africa. That is how we call Africa, Mama Africa. So when you are out there in Spain, Lifted, you're saying you're 13 years old. You're lying. So there is some a laughing comment there. All right, so friend, are you for real? Like you're 13 years old, Lifted? Mariam, you're saying you're laughing, and then you said we are analyzing social human behavior. We should be made ministers. Amazing. So Lifted, are you maybe with your parents around? You see, you cannot really, you are underage and you are not supposed to be like watching a live stream without a parent supervising you. So are you with your parent around? That is to Lifted. You're saying, I do not, you're saying your parent is around, or okay, that's nice. Because I do not really want to maybe say something that is off topic, and we have a child who is 13 years old in the house, and then I go off topic. That is not nice. So the thing is, friend, yeah, like we said, Mariam, we really we were actually talking about living with the parents. Lifted, you're saying okay, bye to Lifted. I'm sure tomorrow tomorrow is on Monday. Yeah, you have school tomorrow, so sleep tight, sleep early, and see you in our next stream. That is to Lifted. So friend, we were talking about bye Lifted. So we were talking about like the life living in with your parents, like maybe you can hit rock bottom and then you have nowhere to go to. I was actually answering your name was Mavuto, or what was it? I'm trying to find you. Where are you? Yeah, Mavuso, Neo Mavuso actually. So Neo Mavuso I was answering you. There is a time. Yeah, Mariam, you're saying this broadcast is for adults only. So Lifted, I believe you've slept. You've gone to sleep. I do not believe you're still around. So Lifted, sleep. We will invite you next time. So what we was talking about is I was answering Mav. Again, I've forgotten your name, Neo Mavuso. So Neo Mavuso, I was telling you that there is a time in life whereby you'll like hit rock bottom. like you have no any other place to go to. Yeah, and then you'll have to go back to your parents' house and maybe stay with them for maybe some time while you try to figure out your life. It's not really bad to go back to your parents' house because you cannot really go to the streets, and there is somewhere you can go to and maybe shelter, sleep, eat, and then while you figure out your life. Yeah, it's not bad to actually do that, because if maybe you've been fired from your job, and then maybe you have no friend to host you, and I'd really advise you to go back to your parents' house rather than trying to stay with your friend, because you actually might be a burden to your friend, but you cannot be a burden to your parents. So that is the advice that I can give. Yeah. So the thing is, friend, but I also know that there are, like Mavuso was saying over there. Yeah, there can be parents who really, like, maybe once you leave their house, they do not really expect you to come back. They want you maybe to just go and be independent, but do not really come back to the house. They want you to go and be independent, but at the same time you can go and try to be independent, and then things do not turn as expected. So where will you really go? Yeah, so it's really hard. So there was actually a question that Mariam you asked, like, why do I not really stay with my parents? Yeah, actually, okay, I do stay with my parents. You see, we are in the same compound, but different houses. So I believe that I jumped that question earlier on, so maybe I've answered you. Yeah, we stay in the same compound, but different houses. So they stay in their place and I stay here, which is also like according to our culture. You see, in the village, after there is a period whereby a man, also friend, if maybe you're joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So what I was saying, Mariam, is after you are initiated, Mark, you're saying, why do you look so calm, Mark? I do not really. What do you mean, calm? Okay, let me say like answer. That is, Mariam, that is a very tricky question. I'm even like struggling to find the answer to that. Okay, I'll come to that later on, Mariam. So what I was saying is, here in the village, in my village, like after you've been initiated, let me use circumcised. Now that is for men. After a young man has been circumcised, you're not supposed to step into your parents' room, and you're not supposed to sleep under the same roof with your parents. So if like that is a taboo, if you do that, then you're going against the culture. If you, like, after you've been circumcised and then you go into your parents' bedroom, that is a taboo. against tradition. And maybe if you've been circumcised and then a man, that is for a man, and then you sleep under the same roof with your parents, that is also a taboo. Like, those things are not supposed to happen where I come from completely. After you've been circumcised, you go to your own house. Like, your father has to build you a house. We call it, in my language, we call it esaiga. Yes, some communities call it simba. It depends with the community where you come from. So you have to have your own house where you'll sleep. That is, no matter the age you are, even if you are circumcised at 5 years old, you cease to live under the same roof with your parents. You go and sleep somewhere else. That is according to my culture. Also, they used to say, though nowadays they've really they've abandoned it. They normally do not do that. Like, now, for example, my time when I was going to be circumcised, I was around 5 years old actually. So I was told, if at any time you find your mother has cleaned her clothes and then she's hung them on the hang line and it's raining, so what will you do? Will you unhang the clothes maybe from outside and then you take them to the house? The answer is, you're not supposed to touch any cloth that belongs to your mother. That is not your work. So that is according to the culture, the lessons we were given while we were being initiated or circumcised. So Mariam is saying, do you mean that according to your culture, when a boy reaches a certain age, he should leave home and go somewhere else or become independent? No, actually, that is not what I mean, Mariam. What I mean is, a young man or a young boy, after you've been initiated or circumcised, you're not supposed to leave home. You're not supposed to share a house, like live under the same roof with your parents. That is a taboo according to my culture. You're not supposed to go somewhere else and maybe become independent. No, that is not what I meant, Mariam. Maybe, have you now understood me? Like, after you've been circumcised for a young man, now you are supposed to have your own house where you live, which is not under the same roof with your parents. So Mariam, I believe I've answered you. Also, friend, if maybe you're joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing and we will really appreciate so much. Mariam is saying, honestly, I don't understand. Okay, Mariam, let me try to explain it to you again. You see, there is a stage whereby there is a stage that every man has to undergo. And this stage is coming from a child, let me say, now to a young man. From a child to a young man, there is a stage, and that stage always involves you going maybe to the hospital and then you are circumcised. I believe you understand what I mean by circumcision or being circumcised. Yeah, whereby the outer cover of a man's engine is removed, cut, and then I believe you understand, Maria. Circumcision. So that after that, in my culture, after getting circumcised or after being circumcised, now you do not stay under the same roof with your parents. they will build a small house for you, yeah, which is not part of their main house, whereby you'll go and stay. So Mariam, now have you understood me? So friend, also if you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. Yeah, Mariam, I'm waiting for your answer. Have you understood me right now? Yeah, so friend, that is what I was talking about, like culture. Yeah, culture is really, though nowadays people are really, there are things that people are like doing away with. The things that people are really, like the one that I told you about, like a boy is not supposed to take his mother's clothes from the hang line. Nowadays you can do it, although there are some clothes, I believe you understand, there are some clothes that you really like, you respect, you can not really touch. So Mariam is saying, I know sometimes it's okay, you don't have to explain again because I don't understand all the words you say in English. Oh yeah, I also I understand, Mariam. Yeah, though I wish like I could have a way of explaining that to you so that you can understand, so that you can really fully understand, but maybe someday we will understand each other, right, Mariam? So Mariam, how is actually Egypt? I've really been talking for the I've been talking about Kenya and my culture, and I've not really asked you, or maybe how is Egypt? How's everybody over there doing, Mariam? You're saying Egypt is good. Amazing. So you said you guys really have not experienced the heavy rainfall. Actually, Mariam, what is your staple food like? Which food do you guys normally love taking? The type of food in Egypt, Mariam? Excuse me. So Mariam was saying, yes, I haven't experienced the heavy rain. Yeah, it's really bad. Mariam, again, you're saying there are many Egyptian foods that I love, such as koshari, bechamel, and shrimp. Okay, I believe I know shrimp, but I do not know is it is it, do you like say it koshari or kochari? Koshari, bechamel. So what Mariam, now I'm really interested in this koshari, and is it bechamel or bechamel? So what is in this koshari? Does it have meat. What does it involve? Like, what is the combination of this koshari? Also, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, for the very first time, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. And also you can comment, actually. Yeah, you can comment, send your comment and I'll read them. So you're saying molokia, charcoal grilled chicken, rice, salad, tanin, and seafood. Oh, so that is koshari. Wow. So it has really a lot of this, like, wow. I also believe, Mariam, yeah, this is the holy month, right? Is it what do you call it? Is it Ramadan? Yeah, I happen to have a friend who is Muslim, and she told me this the holy month, though I never asked her, like, to give me the details of the month. And then you're saying, but chamel is a type of pasta dish made up of layers with minced meat and sauce between each layer. Yeah, you guys really look like you make a very nice food. Not looks like. But you guys actually make nice food. Yeah, I believe one day I'll try your food. Yeah, there's either koshari or bechamel. If is it bechamel or bechamel? So I'll try that someday. Mariam is saying Mohamed Salah loves koshari. Yeah, koshari looks, yeah, it actually sounds like very sweet. Koshari. All right. Amazing. So Mariam, actually, there is this YouTuber or streamer known as Aisha Speed. The other day he also came to my country, Kenya, and I saw him in Egypt, and I saw them going into the pyramid, under the pyramid. Is it under or in the pyramid? Excuse me. Somebody known as Diamond Emang. So you sent some emojis over there. Okay, Diamond, kindly also support us by subscribing, Diamond Emang, and we will really appreciate so much. And then, yeah, you're saying, bro, hello to bro Diamond. You see, you have a very powerful name. Diamond is not everybody is known as Diamond. So hello Diamond. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Also, Diamond, kindly support us by subscribing and we will really be grateful. So Mariam is saying you have a calm way of speaking. Thank you, Mariam. I appreciate that. And then you're saying, honestly, I don't like that boy who calls himself. Why don't you like Speed? Yeah, you're saying you do not like IShowSpeed. Why? Like, what happened? What did he do wrong? You see, you obviously, when you do not like somebody, you obviously have a reason, right? You cannot say you do not like and then maybe no reason. So Mariam was saying is a fool and disrespectful. Wow. Okay. Did he actually disrespect your maybe culture? Or who did he disrespect? Yeah, you see, if you go to maybe there is a saying that goes by, when you go to Rome, you behave like Romans. So by behaving like Romans, it means you respect their ways of living. Yeah, you do not really go maybe and try to insult people. So maybe IShowSpeed did something that really did not go well with Mariam Elasal. So Mariam, did IShowSpeed maybe disrespect your culture or maybe your nation? Yeah, like, please share with us. I also want to understand the reason as to why. Yeah, if you do not mind. Also, Mariam, someday I'd really want to come and watch a match where you're playing actually football. Yeah, I'd like to be invited to that match and see our winger or our attacker Mariam scoring lots of goals, and we will be cheering you from the stands. So friend, if maybe you're joining us for the first time and maybe you've not subscribed, kindly support us by subscribing. And also kindly, after you subscribe, like we have lots of videos that we do in the village, in and around the village. So kindly at least take a few minutes maybe to watch those videos, and we will really appreciate so much. So Mariam was saying, no, when I watch his videos, they are full of inappropriate things that don't suit my culture. Honestly, I feel that most Americans are impolite. All right, so that is Mariam. Yeah, so Mariam does not like how the behavior of IShowSpeed, which is okay. You see, it's very okay. And then yeah, amazing, right? Amazing. So wow, we've actually been around for the past 1 hour and 26 minutes. So time is really flying. A few minutes ago we were actually at 30 minutes, and now we are past 1 hour, almost 1 hour 30 minutes. So time is really flying, which is also a good thing, that like having a conversation like one-on-one, the way we are having with Mariam. Mariam, you're actually the number one here, number one top fans. If you can click over them, then you'll see you're number one. You have 150 XP. Wow. So Mariam, this the first time that I'm seeing your photo. Yeah, you also look very, very humble, chilled, amazing. Mariam, you're saying sorry for wasting your time, brother. Mariam, you're not wasting my time. Yeah? You're a part of this conversation. And I enjoy actually you being around. Not just enjoy, but I love you being around, Mariam. So there is nothing like wasting time. Yeah, you being here actually means a lot. You are saying, I don't look at my profile. I had to. You see, we've actually been like conversing for the Mariam. I believe I've known you for like, is it 2 weeks or one? So I've been seeing your comments, and then I've never really tried to see who or how Mariam looks like. So today I was really tempted, and then I told myself, why can't you just have a look at Mariam? And then you came. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, stars for Abigail. You're saying hi. Hi too, stars for Abigail. Welcome back. Yeah, you actually went missing. Stars for Abigail. So how have you been while you were away? That is for stars for Abigail. Yeah. Okay. So it's around in Kenya right now. That is now. Let's talk about East Africa. In East Africa, right now the time is 11:31 p.m. Oh, stars for Abigail, you're saying you've been good. Yeah. So stars for Abigail, you actually looks like you went to have dinner and then you ghosted us. So maybe after eating, now you're coming back. You see, that is being selfish. Stars for Abigail. You should have at least invited us, like, hello, let's go for dinner or supper. So you just went alone. Anyway, it's okay. Mariam is saying, haha, you were thinking about my appearance. Do you have that much free time? No. Mariam, you see, I said that we've been talking for the past a week or maybe a week plus, and then I've never really like tried to find out how Mariam looks like. I normally see your photo over there, and then I've really never tried to find out, maybe look at it really. So today I thought maybe let me look at Mariam. I created that time actually to find out how Mariam looks like, and then I found out, and Mariam looks chilled, polite. Mariam, are you humble? You look humble. Are you humble? Or that is now the when we talk about do not judge a book by its cover. Yeah, you see people like stars for Abigail, when they are taking supper, yeah, you see, you're asking, how was I selfish? Yeah, you never invited us for supper, stars for Abigail. You went to eat alone. So that's being selfish. And then Mariam, you're saying you'll change your photo because I saw it. Is that the reason as to why you want to change it? Is it? Mariam, you're saying, yes, I'm modest. And then you're laughing, and then why the question? No, I just wanted to know more about Mariam. Yeah, you see, they say like, you have to know more about your friends. Also, friend, if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really be very, very grateful. And also, when you support us, be sure that that dream that you've been praying for, that thing that you've been praying for, will come to happen. Yeah, they say you give for you to receive. You give and then you receive. So support us by subscribing, and that prayer that you've been having will be answered. Yeah, trust me. And then Stars for Abigail is saying, I will leave, you live away from me. Okay, then you're telling me that I don't invite you. So Stars for Abigail, somebody once told me, if when you want to give someone something, you do not ask them, do you want this? So if you ask me that, do you want this? The answer will be, no, I do not want it. You just, what you're supposed to do is, you give me that thing or that something, and then I'll say no on my own. But if you ask me, like, maybe for example, do you want this pen? I might want it, or maybe I might need it, but the question now, maybe you asking me, do I want it, might make me maybe think twice, like, okay, I do not want it. So Stars for Abigail, you're supposed to invite us and tell us, guys, I've cooked, food is ready, come we eat. Anyway, Stars for Abigail, that was a joke. Do not really take it serious. You see, I was actually joking. But I hope you enjoyed your supper, your meal. So Mariam, you're saying yes, I'm modest. Why the question? Oh, I believe I answered that. Like, I wanted to know more about Mariam. And also Mariam, you're saying, haha, I'm just kidding, bro. Did you get angry when I said I was going to change it? No, I never got angry, Mariam. I really never. Yeah, it actually looks nice. It looks very, very amazing. I like it, for real. I like that picture now. Yeah, I like that, your picture. That is. So Mariam, also another question for you. Like, which part of Egypt do you stay? Is it Cairo? Is it, I believe Cairo is in Egypt, right? So which part of Egypt are you from? Like, for example, I come from Kenya, and then a place known as, or a county. You see, Kenya is actually divided in counties. We have 47 counties, and I come from a county known as Nyamira County. So Mariam, you're saying I live in Sohag. Yeah, to be honest, I have never heard of that name. For real. So this is my first time. Sohag. Okay. So that was my first time hearing that name, Mariam. We have somebody known as Brighten Up. Brighten Up, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate your presence. Thank you once again. And also kindly brighten up. Kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Your question was, where are you from, bro? I come from Kenya in the East Africa. So that is to brighten up. Yeah, you wanted to know where I come from. So I believe I've answered you. And then we have Mariam is saying, there are many governorates in Egypt, but as a foreigner, you only know Cairo. Yeah. The reason as to why I know Cairo, I believe it's the capital city of Egypt, right? Cairo. Yeah, I'm having network issues over here. Yeah, my network is actually misbehaving. Yeah, so friend, if you are joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Big up yourself. And then Mariam is saying Cairo, Giza, and Alexandria. Yeah, I've actually heard of Alexandria as well. Are the most famous cities in Egypt, but I'm not from there. I'm from Sohag. Yeah, okay. So also, you see, Mariam, like I've learned something new. I never knew there was a city in Egypt known as Sohag. So thanks to you, I now know. Amazing. Yeah, so friend, my network is really disturbing me over here. Yeah, I'm trying to at least refresh it, and maybe do not really know what's happening. Though that happens in the living in the village is really tricky, like especially when it comes to network issues. Yeah, at times it's really not easy, but we work with what we have, right? So we cannot really dwell on talking about the network issues, like, yet we have some other things. So friend, also you can send your comment. You can say hello in the comment section. Mariam was saying, may I ask you another question? Consider it a joke. Yeah, go ahead, Mariam. ask the question. Mariam, you're asking, where is your hair? Okay. Oh, so Mariam, my network here. So the thing is, Mariam, I normally shave like clean head, like clean shaving. Yeah, normally maybe after a week I go and get a clean haircut, like they remove everything. Like even now it has really taken a long time before I shaved. Yeah, I normally like shaving. We call it Jordan. Yeah, I normally go for the Jordan, like clear everything. So even the guy who shaves me, he knows that immediately he sees me, the shaving style is clearing everything. And then a week later, I go there. So I normally shave it clean. Although, if maybe you look closely, you can see it's beginning to grow. So that is an indication that I'm supposed to shave it again. Clean. So you're saying you're asking, you're the one doing this to your hair, it's not baldness. I've never really like given my hair time to grow since 2020. Wow, it's been long. Is it 2020? Yeah, 2020. Since 2020, I've actually never like given my hair time to grow. And normally whenever it maybe gets to a certain what do we call it, height, it never actually gets to a height. And I normally like trimming it, cutting it, shaving it clean. So I've never considered, though there is a certain picture that is on my is it, can I call it profile? Yeah, I used to have hair. You can see that from the picture, but I shaved it. I no longer keep hair. It used to like keep a lot of dandruffs in it, and then there was a lot of scratching. So I decided like what I'll do is just cut it, shave it clean, and then it will be easier. So that is what I did, Mario. Mariam, you're asking, why do you hate your hair? No, I do not really hate it. Like I said, I used to scratch it a lot, and then there were dandruffs in it. So that is why I normally shave it clean. So Ricardo Moulton. Hello, Ricardo. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we really appreciate that so much, Ricardo. I hope you're doing great, Ricardo. Also, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much, Ricardo. And also, Ricardo, kindly, if maybe you do not mind, tell us where you come from. Represent your region, area, or maybe country. That is to Ricardo. Yeah, on the comment section, that is. So I'm really trying to refresh my network over here. It's not that good. Yeah, also friend, if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So Ricardo, you're saying Ricardo Morton, you're saying I'm from Jamaica. It is 3:48 in Jamaica in the afternoon. Oh wow. So Jamaica, so Ricardo, I come from Kenya, and right now in Kenya it's 11:48 p.m. So it's almost midnight. So in Jamaica it's 3:48 p.m. So that says Kenya is ahead of Jamaica by, is it 9 or 8 hours? So when we cross, we will be crossing to Monday. Ricardo will be still in Sunday. Wow. Yeah, I can see my phone is really warning me that soon it might go off. Yeah, energy. Okay, Mariam, you're saying I have to go. I hope I haven't wasted your time, brother. No, Mariam, I really enjoyed your presence. Thank you very much, Mariam. Yeah, you see, Mariam, you're part of this amazing channel. Yeah, you see, it's like you bring life to this channel. Yeah, whenever you're around, we are very grateful. So thank you very much, Mariam. I believe you're going to sleep, so good night. If maybe you're going to have your supper, enjoy your meal. We will meet in our next stream, Mariam. I hope to see you around. Also, do not go missing like you've been missing for the past, is it 2 days? I never heard from you. To some extent, I really wanted to call you and find out how you were doing, but unfortunately, I do not have your number. So I hope to see you in our next stream. That will be on Monday night. So take care of yourself, Mariam, out there. Bye bye. Also, friend, if maybe you're joining us for the first time, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Yeah, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, yeah, we will really appreciate so much if you support us by subscribing. And also, kindly, after you subscribe, friend, after you subscribe, kindly watch our videos. Yeah, bye to Mariam. Bye. Take care of yourself. We'll meet in our next stream. So, friend, if you're joining us, kindly subscribe, and then do not forget to watch our videos, please. Yeah, that is the humble request from I to you. Yeah, you see, we have friends like from all over. Like Ricardo, you've represented Jamaica. Let me put that down. So we have Jamaica. And then we have, which country was that? There's somebody who calls me Potato Head. Mavuso, Neo Mavuso, you said you come from. What was it? Gemini. So you've also represented, I have no idea if we have a country known as Gemini. Also, friend, if maybe you're joining us for the first time, for the very first time, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Thank you. So we have about 9 minutes before we end this stream. we've actually been around for the past 1 hour 52 minutes, so we have like, that is 8 minutes before we end the stream. Yeah, if maybe you have a comment, kindly put it down. If you have a question, you can put it down. What else? Yeah, so that is it, friend. Any question, any comment will really be appreciated. And also, if maybe you're joining us for the very first time, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really be grateful for that support. And also, after you subscribe, kindly watch our videos. We do videos in the village, around the village for now. So as time goes by, we will expand to somewhere else. Maybe, who knows, we might be in your country next time. You never know, right? So when we visit your country, kindly be good to us. Yeah, support us. That is what we need, like brother to brother. Yeah, support, subscribe. Yeah, subscribing is actually supporting. So that is the support that we need very, very much as we try to make this amazing journey a success. Excuse me for that. So friend, we have like 6 minutes before we end the stream. Anybody with a question? Yeah, if you have a question, this is the right time to ask. Yeah, so yeah, you see, there are days that we normally sleep at 3 a.m. Excuse me. So those days we are normally late streaming. So we have to, like, every day we have to do a stream. So there are days that we normally leave very late, but we stream. Also, friend, if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing. Just, you see up there is a subscription option. You just press it and we will be very, very grateful. So we have like 5 minutes before we end the stream. If you have a question, any question, just put it on the comment section. I'll read it and then I'll answer you. Yeah, we do not snob here. No such a thing. 4 minutes to go. Yeah, if you have a question, this is the right time to ask. Or maybe if somebody has sent a question and I might not have read it, let me try to check. Yeah, for now I cannot see any question around. So I've actually enjoyed like talking to you one-on-one. It has really been amazing. And I'm very happy that for everybody that took his or her time to comment, watch, subscribe. I really do not take that for granted. I'm very grateful for that. Yeah. I hope you also enjoyed our time here. Yeah, because we've really spent a lot of time like streaming for, now we're closing in on the 2 hours mark. It's not easy. It means you put really a lot of effort, which we do not take for granted. Friend, any question before we end the stream? Yeah, if you have a question, this is the right time to ask it. And also maybe if you at least want to like talk to me, like not here on the live stream, there is my number is on my channel. On let me use our channel. You see, I normally say this channel belongs to you and I. So my number is on our channel. If maybe you want to talk to me, you can get it from the channel, and then you can WhatsApp me. Yeah, and then we'll talk more maybe away from the live stream. Yeah, I'm trying to find out what is wrong with the network issue over here. Yeah, there is a friend of mine from Russia, Amara. Amara, I've not heard from you for the past 3 or 4 days. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, you call your name by Pakistan Jan, Amara. I've not heard from you, but I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I can see it looks like there is an issue with my network. It's not really, nothing is happening. You can see. Yeah, nothing is happening. And I'm very surprised, like, why isn't it working? What's up or what's wrong? Wow, so friend, it's actually midnight, 12:01 in my country. Yeah, friend, I'm actually waiting for a question. So I'm giving you like 2 minutes. And then we call it a day. Yeah, I'm enjoying mine. Oh, also, there is somebody that I've really not heard from. The Commander TV. Commander TV, I hope you're doing great. I've not heard from you for the past few days. I hope you're doing great. And I hope to hear from you very soon. Commander TV. So friend, looks like there is no question for me. So I take this opportunity to thank you very much for being around, for being supportive. We will meet in our next stream. My name is Ino Mark 29 and it's a bye for now. Take care of yourself and stay safe.